parts of my heart I can't say no. It's ripping me.
I'm doing one video. Of what?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we really have had some wonderful talks here over the course of the past 5 days of the 2019 Horse of the Year show. And now we welcome the very next of our guests. Very popular in the world of social media with over 200,000 followers, would you believe? Let's welcome, please put your hands together, it is Gracie Tide, also known as Pony Nuts. I think we can do better than that. It's a Sunday Horse of the Year show. There we go. Not quite loud enough, but we'll work on that, so don't worry. Gracie, fantastic. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming to see us.
Thanks very much for inviting me. It's amazing to be here.
We mentioned when I introduced you 200,000 followers over that. How did you go about getting that social media following?
Well, I think the best way to really describe it is it's almost like a rolling snowball. So it kind of started in 2014 when I got Danny, and you guys who follow my Instagram will know Danny's really cheeky. And everybody loves the fails and seeing me fall off. And then once some of those videos started getting on the Explore page and more people started to see it, then more people follow, and obviously that means more people get it on the Explore page. And over time it just has grown and grown and grown. It is just absolutely amazing now. I never ever expected it to get this big.
And in terms of how active you're on social media, if there's any that maybe aren't so familiar with sort of your account, how many times do you post a day? Is there an average, or is it just when you can and as much as you can?
Well, I try to post every time I'm doing anything like competition training or anything like that, and I like to post daily, and obviously more than once a day on my story, just to keep it active. I like to keep everybody engaged, just as much as you can really. I think the key is the more you post, the better you do. And everybody tries to like stick to posting schedules, but honestly I just think the more you can get out there, the more people like it.
And I'm really sorry to bring up school on a Sunday, but what I want to ask you is, how do you manage to fit this in around the schoolwork?
Yeah, I get this question all the time. It's probably my most asked question, and it is really difficult, I'm not going to lie. It is so hard. It's almost like having a full-time job at the same time as being a normal 15-year-old in school. And I think the main point is I always put my schoolwork first, and Mum likes to roll her eyes at this because maybe sometimes I'm on Instagram a bit too much, but the main thing is...
If you look over there, you'll see Mum, by the way. See the eye roll? There we go. That's what we were talking about. Fantastic. It's a big social media following. Is there pressure when you've got that many followers to keep delivering fresh content?
Yeah, there's definitely pressure, because I don't want to let anybody down. I always want to... I think the misconception can be you have to always be positive on social media, and the main thing about my account is that I try to keep it as real as possible. So if I have a bad day, then I don't try and sugarcoat it on my Instagram. If I've had a bad day, then I've had a bad day. Everybody has them. But the pressure does still come with that. If you want to do well for your followers, and you want to do well, you want to keep all entertained, but just sometimes that's impossible, and it's not right for me to put that pressure on myself to always be perfect, and nobody should feel that.
And if there's people here thinking, wow, what you've achieved is fantastic, you just look at the followers you've got, the content that you keep producing, what would your advice be to these people that want to get into this?
I think my main advice would be to honestly just be yourself. Don't try and make yourself somebody you're not. Don't change to be somebody you think other people will like, because in the end, it is important to just be yourself, and people should support you and like you for that.
Being yourself is a fantastic thing. Tell us more about your equestrian background and your life with horses.
I'm really lucky. My mum is so supportive. She's always supportive.
Should we give Mum a round of applause while she's here? Thanks, Mum. There we go. Sorry, carry on.
She's great. She was a little bit horsey when she was younger, but it's not like I've been born into a family which has horses growing on trees, really. I had to work for it. I muck out every day, I help pooping, I ride them. Nobody rides my horses for me. Even in the winter when I have to literally use torches attached to the side of my menage to ride, I'm still out every evening in the pitch black trying my best. And yeah, I'm really lucky though to have such a supportive family who helps me with all that.
And for you, with what you've achieved, which is, again, as we said already, is incredible. Are you really proud of your achievements?
Yeah, I think sometimes I get a little bit caught up in it all. I'm like, I could be better, I could be this, I could be that. But overall, like when it comes to moments like this, and I'm sat here in front of all you guys, I am just in general a normal 15-year-old, and to have you here like watching, and I know I'm going to meet you all, and they always make me really emotional. My mum will know I get so emotional and overwhelmed after, because it is just so surreal. And all I have to say is thank you to every single person that has followed my account and even liked a post or just been there. And if I needed a kind word, I always know you guys are going to be lovely and supportive, but you are never anything but kind and lovely.
It's amazing. Give yourselves a round of applause. You are the super fans, aren't we? It's wonderful, isn't it, what you've achieved? I mean, it's just fantastic. Your account, Pony Nuts, where did that name come from?
Oh, so it's quite a funny story. So basically, you know the horse trees, Pony Nuts? I always used to call them primary school, they used to like make fun of me and say you're like nuts about ponies, like haha, pony crazy. So then I was like, haha, I can put play on words in that one and turn that into a marketing thing. So then that's how it was born. Thank God for my 11-year-old's brain, who thought that'd be a really good username.
Not bad for 11 years of age, it really is quite impressive, I'll give you that. Sponsorship, brands that you work with, you said to me earlier that many of them are here. How important is it about getting those brands on board your social channels?
Oh, they are great. I'm so grateful to be supported by such wonderful brands, and like Dodson Horror and Champion and Treadstep and Drama. It's so crucial, I think, to getting your name out there. But then at the same time, I think a lot of people get caught up in the idea you have to have a sponsor to be successful. That is not the case. When I first started, I didn't get a sponsor for like mainly until this year really, or last year was when it really started kicking off. And sponsors come with having a good presence on social media. Not really followers, you get people with amazing sponsors because they are great people and they are talented. So I think the main thing is don't get caught up in sponsorship. It's brilliant, but it's not everything.
Thank you. And in terms of development of your social channels, how do you see this going in the next sort of year or so?
I'd love to continue it. I've always said I'm never going to ever stop if I can help it. And I'd like to continue it not just with my riding, but also how I balance school and studies. Obviously, I've got my GCSEs this year, and then A-levels, and then you go to uni. So I'd like to continue into that because I want to be a vet. So I think that'll be really interesting to see how like my eventing world kind of collides with my studies as well. So I'd like to document that online always.
Fantastic. In the time that you've been doing it, which isn't a great deal of time, social media has really developed, hasn't it, with the likes of Instagram, TV and stuff like that. How do you see that development going forward? What do you think is the next step for social media?
I think it's only really going to get bigger because obviously as technology advances, then it's just really easy to get things online. So I'm hoping it's just going to, more things are going to come of it. Instagram TV was great, you've got YouTube, and you're getting obviously the YouTubers getting more into the acting side of things. And hopefully that just continues and people get to see the wonderful world of social media more and more.
And to get started, which would you say, if you had to pick one of the social channels to focus on, where would you focus your time?
I think it really depends on how much time you have, because Instagram is obviously quite quick and easy to post on. You can just whack a photo out there, whereas YouTube you've got to edit and upload and all of that. YouTube is great because it is a bigger platform in the bigger scheme of things, but at the same time Instagram, if you're quite young and you just want to start out, then Instagram's great because Instagram you can link to your YouTube and then it can all roll into one big ball, I guess.
That's what I was going to say. You know, with Instagram it's the hashtags which are going to get people to your page, but how do you do that on other channels that don't have hashtags, for example the likes of YouTube?
It's difficult YouTube because it has to be targeted to a specific demographic, I'd say, and really the only way to get big on YouTube is for a video to get viral really. And on my YouTube, for example, I have videos which are like the common number of views at about 20,000, but then sometimes you just get a video that does really well for sometimes no reason, which will get like 300,000 views out of nowhere. I think it's a lot more random on YouTube than it is on Instagram.
Fantastic, you know, it's been brilliant really. Does anybody on the floor have any questions that you'd like to ask? Any young people that want to ask any questions about how to get into it? More about Gracie as well as about her wonderful career with these horses already, and with developing of all the social media channels and building up that brand and the sponsors that she's got. Don't be shy. Or I'll run down with a microphone and we'll just fire questions across. There must be someone out there. There we go. At the back. We can hear you. If you didn't hear that question, the gentleman at the back is our photographer here at Horse of the Year show, and he wants to gain more followers basically. We've got, how many at the moment, is it Julian? 6,000. And how many do you want to get to? 200,000. Hashtag. Hashtag?
Well, there's lots you could do. You can, maybe you could do a tutorial on how you take some of your favourite shots. Videos do better than photos in my opinion, which is tricky being a photographer. But yeah, maybe a tutorial. All your best photos for confirmation of all of those.
What she's saying, Julian, is you need to become a videographer as opposed to photographer.
Sorry, Julian.
Just to summarise for you. Anybody else that has a social media account that they want to ask how they can increase their foot? There we go. Question on the floor. Hold on, I'm coming. Okay, there you go.
How do you get the confidence to
Jump big. I think confidence is something that comes with having a good bond with your pony, and there's no rush to jump big. You don't have to do it. I didn't jump big for many years, and it was only really as I started growing a proper bond with Dan was when I was like, oh, maybe I can put these fences up a couple of poles. But the main point is, with confidence, is to get that bond with your horse, grooming, scratching, anything that just strengthens that connection. Thank you for asking a question.
What's your proudest horse moment?
Well, that's a really good question. I think probably my proudest horse moment was back in 2017. I qualified Dan for the 70 centimetre NCA County Champs, and it was my first ever championships of that kind, and we were the last to go in the class. And I just remember doing the most crazy turns, and I've never been, I barely had any control. I just sat on his back and he was looking for the next jumps. And I remember going over that finish line and everybody just cheered, and I will never ever forget that feeling of crossing that last jump and everybody just erupted in cheers. It was amazing.
How do you think you're going to progress when you do horses like Bella and Johnny?
Oh, Bella and Johnny, they're great. I'm impressed you know that. Thank you for bringing that up. So Bella, I hope, I'm just going to have fun with really. I don't really want it all to be about competing. I love horses, I love spending time with them. I love the competing as well, but that isn't everything for me. And I just want with Bella to have the fun being out and about, hopefully step up to novice sometime next season, but if I don't, then I don't, no pressure. And Johnny's just cute. I would just like to not squish him too much because he's adorable. I just want him to be happy, and I want him to get a great start into life, him being only 4. Yeah, Johnny is adorable.
How do you keep your race clean?
I think this is a very good question because I get asked this all the time, and I think the main thing with greys is either you've got to rug them up when it's really wet and disgusting, and I keep on top of grooming a lot. I'm always grooming them, and also a hot water shower. That is my favourite thing in the entire world. I don't think I would be alive without my hot water shower. Thank God for that.
Are you planning on getting any more horses?
Probably not in the foreseeable future, because at the moment we have Rocco, Johnny, Rocco's my mum's, Johnny, and then Dan, and then Bella. So at the moment, I think, especially throughout winter, that's as much as we really need. And I've got my big competition horse and my youngster to bring on. So really, I think in the foreseeable future, I can't see it. But you never know, circumstances change. I think it's important to remember that with horses, nothing is ever set in stone.
I think we've got time for one more question, and it's going to come from over here. But do feel free to have a chat with the owner on the stage if there's any specific things that you wish to ask.
If Dan, Bella, Rocco and Johnny were at school, what personalities would they have?
Great question.
Dan would be some kind of really popular kid that everybody wants to be. Everybody wants to date him, and he would be really popular, but he'd be a bit of an idiot and kind of mean, but that's Danny because everybody loves him, so it doesn't matter. Bella would be this really soft, the soft girls you get. She'd wear pastel colours and have all the pastel highlighters. Johnny would be this big, he'd be the class clown, and he'd just make everybody laugh, and everybody would love him, but he'd be a bit out of it the whole time, and the teachers would probably hate him because he'd never concentrate. And Rocco would be Probably not in school most of the time, probably skiving.
Fantastic. One more question for you coming from me is that obviously we've got Kate Lewis, she'll be joining us later, and I know you're very good friends. How is it having a friend who's a blogger when you work in the same field?
Oh, it's great. It's funny because to me she is just like any normal person. Obviously I met her through Instagram and I was always a big fan before I even met her, and then when I did get to meet her you find out she's just normal, she's just like me, and I went to see her up where she lives and we spent some time together, and it's brilliant because we can share ideas and I get to know all about what's going on with her, and if I ever need any advice from her then she's always the first person I go to. It's really lovely.
Fantastic. Do come back and see us, as we said, at 5 o'clock, because Kate will be with us. But ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together. She is a real young talent. What she's achieved is quite simply fantastic. Have you guessed what time it is now? It's time to get an EQ. Oh gosh. If you guys form an orderly queue, then we'll get you on. If we could ask you please to have your phones out if you wish to take photos so that we can keep things moving. We've got another 40 minutes or so. We'll get through as many of you as we can. If we could ask you please to come onto the stage on that side and keep things moving, going off over there. But we've got about 40 minutes to get through all of you.
Habits of my heart.